Hello to all my friends out there. So today is a good day for buying Halloween stuff cheap. I bought this for 50 cents. This is nice. I think it was only $1 in the first place, but that is not the point. The day after is always a good time to get stuff. Okay, so what's going on at my house? Okay, today I need to make a little bread. I have a lot of new followers. And so I have leftover chili. And you know what is really, really good? See this bread recipe? Homemade bread with cheese and salsa. And that will taste tasty with my chili, my leftover chili. And I bought hot dogs to go with it too. And so, you know, what I did is I used raw brown sugar, or you could use honey from your stockpile. And so I add a little salt. And so, you know, I need to bake bread. Oh, I'm slaving, I'm making bread. So I'm brewing a little herbal peppermint tea. You know, this one's good. You don't even need sugar. It's just the tastiest stuff ever. When I find this stuff, I don't remember where I brought it. I will buy a lot. Look what a pretty tea it is too. Yummy, yummy. Okay, so now I just want to add, I bought this wheat flour at Walmart, and I find it to be good. But if you're not accustomed to wheat flour, it's probably a good idea to use half and half. Half wheat, half white. And what I do is I just add the flour little by little. It doesn't have to be exact. You just want to create a nice dough. So now, mainly what I want to do is I want to eat my leftovers. I made a lot of cookies. I made a lot of cupcakes. I bought this flour at Dollar Tree. All white is good too. As soon as I eat this flour, I think I have about 8 pounds left. I will switch to I think maybe the best flour out there is premium gold medal. I'm not 100% sure. I will be doing research. Another thing, if you have seen me do this, is when I eat salads, I like to make little crackers with hummus, with peanut butter and jam. What else do I put on them? Cheese. You know, I like to eat meat and cheese sandwiches. And so, if you're new to bread making, the best way to learn it is to just get yourself, I mean, it requires very few ingredients. And it's a good idea to get used to making it in case you ever needed to. Like, say, oh, I forgot to set it. Well, that's okay. Like if you run out of bread. I mean, it could happen. You know, I was thinking, you know, like, okay, how could disasters come? You know, we could be prepared for disasters. Oh, you know, it's probably going to be some aliens. Maybe. I got one. What if the Social Security didn't come? And what if the next month it didn't come? And what if the next month it didn't come? What if there was no unemployment? Or what if you were somehow cut off? You know, you're saying, well, that could never happen. Well, it hasn't happened before, but that doesn't mean it could never happen. Anything can happen. So what you want to do is you want to be prepared. Say, okay, the Social Security dries up and you can't get any more, so or you're just cut off your unemployment. I used to take classes And it wasn't uncommon. We had the fires out here, and you know, we had, I forget what it was called, and it was supposed to be relief for people, and it was just cut off. I mean, that's it, no more. So, you know, oh, what was that stuff called? Anyway, it was something. Anyway, so the point is if you were rendered penniless, at least if you had food. It's hard to save money, but it can be done. As you know, I do everything right in the bowl. This will taste good with some salsa. You want to stockpile salsa in case you want to have a few tacos or a burrito. But when I started this thing, if you have been following me, one of the main things I wanted to encourage was bread making. You know, another thing is, what if there was like some massive running to the store, you know, and all the loaves of bread were gone and you couldn't get in there, the power was out. You know, we had a couple issues with the internet. I heard, I think it's pretty reliable too, that the day of the computer days are over and the Bitcoin stuff is coming. That kind of energy will take its place. You know, these big companies, you know, people go, oh, that's it forever. Oh no, that's not it forever. Also, you know, if you can diversify, so, okay, so maybe you can't afford large gold diamonds, yellow diamonds, or blue diamonds, but, you know, how about camp gear? You could afford some stoves, some of those camp stoves, sleeping bags, cast iron skillets, you know, to protect yourself. You know, camp gear. That's one thing that could be used for money. I think one of the most valuable things in the event that something bad happened, though, would be food. I mentioned in my videos before that in some parts of the world, they don't want your money. If you want a bag of beans, you got to give them a bag of rice. Beans, rice, and chicken. Tonight, you know, I have leftover chili. I could have chicken chili with rice. That's beans, rice, and chili. I could have potatoes. I always tell my son, if you ever have to eat beans, make sure you have potatoes, you know. And another thing is, you know, don't sit around so secure. I told you, my son's best friend died. Not a cloud on the horizon. So, you know, things can happen, bad things. It's incredibly sad. But I told my son, that is part of life. And in the end, your hardship is the most valuable thing because that's how you get strong. So, you know, I thought I suffered a lot of hardship when I was young too. But now, you know, at this age, you know, we're pretty strong. My husband was very strong, but, you know, no one can survive bone cancer. Nobody. Okay, so now I just want to let my bread double in size. Then I will bake it up. Very easy, you guys. What's going on in my house? Bread baking. How'd you like those fingernails I found for you guys? You know, I like to see other people, what other people do. What's going on, you know, with them. I don't want to, you know, I don't want to be like an ostrich. I don't like that. This is a small joy. You know, small joys. Small joys. Oh, let me show you my fake orchids. Small joys. Okay, you guys, that's what's going on at my house.